Okay, let me just check to make sure this is running okay and working correctly. It should do. I mean, I just need to load it up on my browser just to make sure. Right, that should be fine. Okay. Everything looks like it's working. Welcome back, if you are back. This is a later night stream. I think I streamed about 10:30 earlier today. It's now just about to go 2 AM, and I don't know, I just fancied streaming again. I don't know how loud I can be. It's a full house at the moment, so I'm just trying to be quiet. I don't know how far my voice carries, but I think this is okay. Yeah. Alright, so we are playing Hammerfight, and I've not played this game before either. Hopefully this is enough. Well, just half it, I guess. Yeah, subtitle speed's fine. The DPI, because I can't send my mouse too far. Oh, sorry, I need to reduce it. That's the thing. Alright, that should be fine. Solo Warriors Path, okay. What do these say? Interesting. I don't know if like the compression seems a bit weird, but let's just see how this goes. Okay, chapter 1. In the earliest times, people had been finding broken machines beneath the vaults of the abyss, machines that, with skillful hands, could be made to fly, and they discovered that there was no task under the sky in which these machines could not be useful. So, whether in times of war or of peace, those who could control the machines received the most. Since the creation of the world, there had always been 3 families, 3 houses to rule over the abyss. The name of the first was Kadish, the second was Khalit, and the third was named Gaia. Many generations, all people were equal, and there was peace between the nations, and so it might have remained that the 6th Sennacherib, Mesmeth Sidrael of Gaia, not been overcome by pride and thought himself to be the greatest of his brothers, and through murders and great bloodshed established his rule over his kin. Thus was the first kingdom founded. Yeah, I thought there'd be more, but this seems fine. Yes, that would be nice. Are combined in one device that we now call a mouse. Moving the mouse, you control the machine. Strike, swing the mace in a circular motion. Oh, interesting. Okay. Wow, alright. Right, that's pretty fun. Very physics reliant, but should be okay. Oh, I didn't see that one. Well, hopefully it's not too important. The rules for now are simple. Battle lasts till first blood is shed or until one of you disarms the other. Disarms the other, so I assume you can take the actual like boulder off the feet. Whoa, okay, this is... Alright, I thought. Oh man. Oh, that was loud. Time will tell as always in this world. Hold on. Sorry, I just want to change the audio to go down just a little bit more. That would be nice. Yeah, that's fine. Wasn't expecting the applause to be so raucous. Yeah, even if we need to start this one again, that's fine. Whoa, okay. Okay, the applause is still loud. That's fine. At least it's loud for me, I don't know how loud it is for you guys. The worms of Villiers are slow, yet the carelessness of heaven allowed them to multiply beyond reason. Oh yeah, I'll take you with me. I'll take him with me if you want me to. Slow moving, they become dangerous as the numbers increase, yet danger and valor are closely related. Oh, interesting. What do we think? Silent Rock or Thief? I think if we go to Silent Rock, that will be a little bit more interesting. May as well. Trial by fire. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but I am restricted to a windowed screen with this game. I don't know if you can change your resolution at all, but I don't know. There's a certain charm to it being just like a small border game. Charms, okay. Oh, shit. So I need to get used to like the momentum of this. Oh, okay. Also, there's no guide for this game. I don't know how popular it is. But, I mean, it should be more popular because this is already very fun. And, okay, it's very restricted now. They're friendly fire on this? Guess there might be. So I don't know if that's regen at all. Oh. Yes, presumably even if they don't kill you, the disarm thing still counts as a loss. Makes sense to me. Okay. HP a little bit more. Alright, I might have overestimated my abilities with this. Oh, okay, these guys are also gonna shoot at me. I thought they were allies. Okay, right, what's my strategy here? I reckon if we take down the towers first, that sounded bad. Take down these dickheads. Okay, yeah. Might also propaganda messing with the DPI again. I'm just running on empty. Oof. Okay. Okay. We lasted better that time, but real quick, I am going to change the DPI again. What's this? Yeah, that's fine. This is kind of cool. I mean, it isn't necessarily cheating. I think you just adjust it based on like how much space you have on your desk, which I don't have much. Not that there's a lot of mess, it's just my desk is small. Yeah, that feels better. With that like a recharge thing. Oh, this is difficult, you know. I want to get past this fucking thing at least. I think the tactic now is to just stay at the top, build up a swing, and then bam, yeah. I mean, I'm only saying yeah because it just worked that one time, but yeah, this is more viable option. Ooh. I am liking that the weight of the attacks And obviously that's the whole gimmick, but like... Reminds me a lot of like kaiju battles in a way. Like, you know, when you watch like a oh, okay, cool, finally. You know, when you watch like a Gundam movie or something like that, you can feel like the relation, like Pacific Rim. That's a good example of that. Right, oh. Okay, new map to get used to. Kind of getting the feel for this game now, I think. Ooh. A lot of help for me. I just like stay. Keep like very circular momentum. I didn't mean to hit him. I think he's on my side. I do wonder if there's like there's going to be timers for all of them or not. Probably not, right? I mean, there was one that was just combat based, so. I suppose I can if I want, just kind of buy time. Sorry, guy. Comes down in seconds. Figuring this out as I go along. I suppose that's the fun of games like this. Working out like exactly what you need to do down to the sensitivity of the mouse, I suppose. Almost there. Oh, it's in minutes as well. Minutes on the big side. Seconds on the... Oh, sorry. Minutes on the small side, seconds on the big side. I want to keep like small circles to speed up than a big swing. Ouch, you like hit me. Oh, shit. Very close that time. That's fine. Let me see how many actually gets. Okay, 3 minutes total. Oh, where'd the music go? Oh, it's back. Maybe you have to, like, stay in combat for the music to stay. Let's give it a try. Never mind, no, it's just fully back now. Need to stop, like, colliding with them head on. Don't know what the fuck that guy's doing up in there. Everything causes damage, apparently. Colliding with a wall, colliding with your ally, colliding with the worm even when it's dead. Plus, I don't know how difficult the easier path of this game would still be. Like, this might be the hardest part of the game for all I know. Not long left. Okay. All about done. Okay, well that was completely my mistake. I fucked up there. You know what, let's just... yeah. I don't know. Like the function of... Cool, there we go. I think it's good that, like, I'm not aiming to be a big streamer because I'm absolutely dog at games like this. I mean, I'm not, like, I don't normally play games like this, for that matter. Also, the satisfaction of knowing a hit's about to land in, like, a really fucking meaty way is really nice. But normally I don't play games like this. I don't know why, but for some reason, like, my tastes just completely shift if I have the intention of streaming the game. I suppose it's because I want to pick something that has a little bit more value than, like, just a clicker game or like, drop in for 5 minutes or a game that everyone plays just to kill time. And there's got to be a motivation for my playing this game. At the very least, it's exposed me to a lot more cool games in the past couple of days, in the past week for that matter. Trying new stuff out. I think it's good for me doing these late night streams. It gives me a hobby outside of like academic stuff or work stuff, which which is something everyone needs. Everyone needs a hobby that's kind of detached from everything else in their life. Everyone's got to have something interesting about them as well, I think. Like, if you don't have something interesting about you, what are you doing? Like, there's some people I've met, and like, obviously this is going to sound really rude in a lot of ways it is, but like, have you ever spoken to someone and there's not anything that you can talk about with them? Like, you can talk about their day, you can talk about things that happen to them, but you can't even gauge like what their attitude to it is. Like, they're just very, I don't want to say surface level, but like, they're not willing to entertain conversations with any greater depth than what is, like, face value. Like, people that take everything at face value, I suppose, is what I'm describing. Or like the demographic of people I'm talking about. And I like to think that everyone has something interesting about them. Maybe it's just that they're more comfortable talking about it with other people. But, yeah. Okay, cool. You won that one. Anyway, yeah, I think just people just need other things that are interesting about them instead of, oh, what the bones for? Instead of just, like, you know, what they ate, what they like to wear, that sort of thing. But I do suppose that there's, sorry, I'm just taking a drink, there's degrees of that. You know, there's degrees of, like, if someone wears really eccentric clothes, I would say that is a feature of them that's fundamentally interesting. Because the whole idea of eccentricity is that it goes against the norm, right? So if you like something to, like, an eccentric extent, like, sport is a fairly, like, people treat it as a very mainstream interest, sport, music, that sort of thing. If you have, like, a weird fascination with a particular part of sport, as hey, Tenno, the gold lover, if you have a fascination with a particular part of sport, that then becomes an interesting characteristic that you have. Whereas if you just, like, watch the game, because it's on, there's no substance to it per se, or rather there's less substance to that reflects you as a person than that person that has an eccentric interest in one area. And of course, I'm throwing the word eccentricity around, like, a lot, but it's for lack of a better word. Okay, yeah. Nice. So this is story-based, clearly. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. Keep your mouse to the wind. Gotcha. So there's going to be other mechanics to this, including environmental ones. That's cool. Oh, I didn't see that. It's a blade this time though, that's neat. Whoa. Where's Rush from this? Oh, okay, you need to protect the chief. Okay, noted. Yeah, I need to be a bit more mindful of that now. Kind of. No, stop. There we go. Kind of very interesting how other streamers tend to. I know I'm comparing myself to them quite a bit, but like how they. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, okay. I hate missions like this in other games where you have to protect a particular person because it's also on like the decisions, in air quotes, decisions of the NPC that you're protecting also affects how like the level plays out. Sorry, I'm not talking much, I'm really focusing on this. But yeah, like streamers are able to do stuff like this and engage in like at the very least interesting conversation with their viewers like at the same time, and I find that very difficult. Oh shit, victory. Maybe it's something that comes with time, but you know, like some people I believe are just better at doing things like that than others, like not biologically, but you know, just like people have developed the skills in their life to be able to talk and do another thing at the same time, like talk and read, or talk and type, or talk and play. And sometimes that comes at just being better at one particular skill, so it's like intuitive to you. Like people that can play a song and talk at the same time, that sort of thing. But yeah. And the protect the chief mission, great. My favourite. It's also really weird how there's like, obviously you get new kind of mechanics in games now, but they're often, oh shit, they're often pretty gimmicky. Like stuff like this is interesting, but like ultimately it's a gimmick. You still kind of hit the same beats as any other bombs, okay. Still hit the same beat as like any other thing, but as any other game. Like there's still escort missions, there's still defend the guy missions. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, okay, we've had our task. But yeah, like, still, you gotta escort this guy, or you need to go to this place, you need to find this thing. And I don't know whether it's like intrinsic to games as a medium, or if it's just like, what would be the word for it, like a particular approach to games. I'm sure there's definitely people that have like written or at least spoken about this before, but in the same way that like perspective is a framework for architecture, like we take that for granted. We assume that perspective is just kind of this thing that all pieces of artwork must have, like all pieces of architectural schematics must have, but that's shit. But that's not the case at all. Like it's just a particular way of going about it. In the same way that going point A to point B in a game, there must be like some way to still have a level of interactivity in a game. It's not just like directional, if that makes sense. Because even stuff like visual novels, which don't have any particular, or that don't need a particular physical navigation, still have this kind of point A to point B about them, where you talk to one character and you progress the narrative by, you know, saying these things to them. Maybe it's just the element of choice which is intrinsic to all games, and not necessarily like the way in which that's done. Maybe it's just the ability to choose what's like game-like, I suppose. The ability to decide what to do at one point and what to do at another. Skip level. Find the gold below will allow you to skip a level that costs all the gold that you've collected so far. Okay. But yeah, like, I don't know. I think actually this is a good stopping point. Yeah, let's go to the menu. So that's Hammerfight. As much as, again, I'm quite inept when it comes to games like this, it is a lot of fun. The mechanic is very interesting. Obviously, there's been physics-based stuff like that before. But my experience of that is that it's more like frame by frame. Stuff like Tory Bash. Tory Bash is a good example of that, actually, or like Happy Wheels. I don't know if any of you remember that. I'm sure you do. But yeah. Also, I've noticed as I've started streaming and hearing myself talk, I realize just how many filler words I use. Like I say a lot, or when I'm trying to think of the next thing to say, I go or so anyway, or I leave a long pause. I wonder if that's like a thing that I have. Probably is. Probably something I do all the time and I just don't notice. Which is weird because it means that everyone has to put up with me kind of just talking and pausing like I did just there. Even though I know exactly what I want to say, like the thought of what I want to say is there, it feels as though I'm saying it just as it comes to my head. If that makes any sense at all. I would love to know if anyone else has that process, or at least knows what I'm trying to get at. It's not so much a stammer or a stutter or anything, but it's just that everything I say seems very improvisational. But I do happen to know what I want to say as I'm saying it. Maybe that's just what like people do, and I'm just really overthinking it, as I tend to do. But anyway, yeah. That is Hammerfight. I'll probably return to this at some point. Maybe I'll do like a sequel stream. So far, I've only been doing like one-time playthroughs of games, but it might be more interesting if I revisit games every now and again. Just because, you know, like eventually I'm gonna run out of games if I just do like a little bit of one each time that I stream. But I've got a few games lined up that could be interesting to stream. Some might be not so interesting, it depends on how well I can play them. As you saw with Frog Fractions, the first part was interesting enough because there was actually stuff going on, but when I got stuck in that, what would you call it, like a text-based game part of it, that was about 20 minutes of filler that I could just cut out. And then we'd end up with a stream that's basically the same length as all my other streams. But yeah, we'll see if I return to this at some other point. My second stream anyway of the night. So consider this like a nice little bonus. Anyway, yeah. Thank you all for watching, and I will stream again tomorrow, I suppose. Alright, cool. Bye guys.